She looks great.
Well, she has 6 fingers on her left hand.
There's a hand in the background.
Yeah, it's super creepy, isn't it? It's so creepy.
Hi, welcome back to my channel, La Fraise. I'm Noémie, and this Friday I'm actually coming with some sort of bonus video. I posted on Monday a video about how to recognize a AI-generated pattern on Etsy and to avoid being scammed. And if you want something detailed and helpful, go and watch the Monday video. But in preparing this video, my wife had actually collected some best of the worst of AI and wanted to show them to me, which was really funny, but it ended up being so long because I also wanted to catch up on a few things with her. It ended up being so long that it had to be its own video. It was too long to stick at the end as a bonus as it was originally planned. So enjoy this little bonus on a Friday. So if you want something more helpful and structured about how to not get scammed on Etsy, go and watch Monday's video. But if you just want to hang out with us, this is a little bit less edited. This is really just for funsies. I'm also going to thank 2 people now. This way at the end of the video it can just stay with my wife. But I want to thank Lena for tipping me a monthly coffee and Evan for tipping me a coffee again. Thank you so much to both of you. If you like to spot the mistakes on AI images, this video is going to be for you. So I hope you have a nice time and I hope you enjoy this one. And we are now in the bonus section of the video. And what have you compiled for us?
So basically, I spent hours looking at online patterns and AI photos.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And
everyone's very grateful.
I selected some for the main part of the video, but there were so many that, and also some really ridiculous ones. So I also compiled a section for the end. Like, can you believe that this is online pretending to be a real pattern?
Okay. I really like that dress and that photo and that girl.
Yeah. Well, the first 2 sets I label creepy AI sisters because one of the strategies I think that they're trying to do is like, we have multiple photos of this one person with the same, like, and some of the ones you've talked about in the main video like this, and this one they're trying to do the same thing. So it's like, it's a nice dress, lovely, she's in this like nice place, and look, now she's wearing a different color of the same dress. It's the same person, right?
No, it's not.
No, but it's kind of the same person, and yet it's not. But yes.
Can you zoom in on their faces?
This is her second one.
Yeah.
And this is the
no,
first
it's not.
one.
Okay,
it's
so
not the same person.
So it's her cousin. That's
It's
how
her
it's
cousin.
in the video I said, like, when you have cousins.
Yeah, exactly. And like, side note that this is also not the same. I mean, it kind of has seams but doesn't. Like, it looks like it's supposed to have princess seams or like darts.
Yeah, darts.
And
maybe.
doesn't. And there's a weird thing here, and then in the second one there's a tie for some reason, which is not really a tie.
And now it's
like
a full seam.
And now it's a full seam, and so it's like, yeah, okay, this is also not the same dress, like, or not an actual dress. Anyway, that's Creepy Sisters 1.
Can I just say, it looks like a very nice location.
It does. AI locations often look very nice because they don't actually exist.
I want to go to AI.
Second, Creepy Sisters 2, but then I re-looked at this and there's so many things wrong with these that it's a whole series and we're just gonna go through them a couple of times.
The zipper has 3 pulls.
Yeah, thank you. That's the first thing. But like, also the background, where is this? Like, what is this magic like hut?
I love it.
It's like so bizarre.
I think that's why I can't see AI. I'm just like, I want to believe so bad. It's like, you know, like the magic things, like it works only if you believe.
Yeah.
And I believe.
Okay, so for now, focus on the woman and her face.
But her feet. I can't stop seeing her.
Focus on the woman and her face. We're going to look at feet afterwards. First the feet.
I'm seeing her feet.
So these feet, what's wrong with them? How would you describe these feet?
Maybe she was born this way and we should recognize all types of body.
That's true.
But the issue is with the way she painted her nails.
Sure.
But
And this foot is square.
Yes, but that's not her fault.
No, okay.
But painted her nails, I think she was a bit careless. She painted only 2 and she painted the whole top.
Yeah, yeah.
But maybe
exactly.
she has a bit of dyspraxia.
Yeah. Well, this is the next one.
Oh, that's the same lady.
It's the same lady.
Oh.
Now she has problems with her toes. But this foot grew not square, so it's nice. Yeah. Now, I think this might be the best one, but it's still like...
Yeah. It's better.
Yeah.
Maybe she had surgery.
Now her feet are the shoes. It's super creepy. It's like foot skin shoes. And the heel.
So bad.
It's pretty creepy. And then they got to the last one and they just gave up and they were like, you know, I'm just gonna make her growing out of the ground like a tree. not even going to attempt the feet for the last one.
Fair enough.
So back to the start of this series. You already mentioned that the zip had 3 pulls.
Yeah. And that one would not work because
no,
it's
it's
shut,
right in the
so
middle.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. This one, the zip has 1 pull at the top and it's open at the bottom, but there's no pull.
It broke in the middle of the photo
it just
shoot.
like it's empty. You know when the zipper breaks and it starts opening? I guess that is what happened. This one, again, actually now there's no pulls and there's a weird black thing here. It's just...
wardrobe malfunction.
She's sewn in maybe to the dress.
Yeah.
And then this one...
Wait, because... Ah, no, it's just... I thought it was like attached at the bottom and then just open. No,
it's just blurry AI mush in there.
Yeah.
And then this one, the zip stops here.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's wide enough. Like you can just open it, step
sure,
into
but it's
it
not the same pattern.
Maybe it's a different view.
Sure, anyway. So the zip also changes.
For all of those, it's also... You would need such a specific fabric to recreate something.
And like... I mean, fabric does not bend like this around a curve. You know? Like the pattern bends in a weird way. Like it's not... You wouldn't make a fabric that had like squiggly lines, you know? It would be straight at the bottom.
Yeah.
Anyway. Last go through these photos. Honestly, we could go through like 10 times. I spent so long looking at these. But like her face. Yeah. This is supposed to be the same model.
Yeah, she has an issue with her eyes.
She has an issue with her eyes in all of them.
Okay.
Also with her, she looks like an alien here, to be honest. There's like the pupils.
She's not pretty alien.
She's very pretty, very pretty. Her earrings also changed. Take a look at the earrings, look at the face. So
I mean, she can have different earrings, you know. Oh yeah, that's her sister.
That's definitely not the same woman.
She also have a little issue with her eyes, but again, you know, maybe she was born like this.
I mean, you'd think they'd take the one where she has her eyes open there.
Yeah, but now those fishhook earrings
like growing out of her ear as well.
And that's crazy how you zoom in. Maybe that's the trick with AI photos.
You
like
probably have to zoom in. Yeah.
Because from far away, I'm like, perfect, she looks great location, and then you zoom in and you're like, little issue there.
Yep. And then the next one, again, not the same woman. Still has problems with her eyes though. Yeah. But like really the faces are quite different from go to go, you know?
Yeah, can you go back to, she looked more like the first one? Oh no, they're all different.
She merges, they're all different. Okay. But they have the same hair.
Yeah.
And here she's got 2 different earrings.
Yeah.
Still problems with her hands, still problems with her eyes, but it's a different woman.
Yeah.
So this is such a big fail that, and also look, there's a yellow thing at the cuff here and no yellow thing here, and I'd be pretty annoyed if I got a dress that was made that was...
I don't know, style, you know, individuality.
Sure. Anyway. Oh, and there's still the last one. Another different woman.
Okay, there the zip has definitely broken.
It's just...
the zipper pull. Okay, how to recognize a good zipper. I have a bit of experience in fabric and notions. If the pull is next to your zipper, it's not a good purchase. No matter how cheap it is.
It's pretty impressive though, because I'm not sure how you do that. You'd have to take the pull off and then sew it onto the fabric next to it. It's very
clear. So they have an opening here at the bottom, so clearly the zipper stops. And here, she's sewn the zipper fully, but then unpicked next to the zipper. And then probably with a facing, you can have this little opening there. And then the zipper pull is kind of maybe like a brooch or, you know, something to shut it at the top. It's quite clever.
Yeah, very clever. Totally, so clever. Anyway,
I really like all of those fabrics though.
Oh,
I know they're
really
fake,
nice.
But again, to give you totally unrealistic standards, because I'm looking at all this and I'm like, amazing, so pretty.
Yeah. And the way that it's lined up exactly, and I mean, it's not even lined up so perfectly, but like, it would be so difficult to do.
It would be really difficult. I mean...
And also, like, you wouldn't... I mean, you'd have to buy so much fabric to be able to pattern match like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, like...
with the seam and the zipper and everything.
Yeah, it would be difficult to find... To recreate a dress that would look like that, even if the pattern is well done, this relies so heavily on the fabric in all of them. Yeah. But like maybe you have the unicorn fabric somewhere, but...
Maybe.
Looking good! I love a pinafore. Perfect.
This is a very cute pinafore.
But, okay, I can see something.
Spot some things. Tell me what you spot.
Yeah, I have an issue with the collar because I think while she was sewing the collar, she didn't put any interfacing on it, and so it clearly stretched. while she was sewing on the curve, which can happen because you know when you
No
sew on
shame.
the bias,
Yeah.
it can stretch. So I think that's what happened to this lovely young lady.
Probably, yeah. It's a pity.
Yeah,
Because otherwise
she
it would be nice.
also is clearly a bit double jointed, like I am, because the way she bends. But like you know,
It is possible.
we do this, so
Yeah.
I can see
Yeah.
a double jointed sister here,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What do you see?
Anything else?
No, that's all I see.
Well, she has 6 fingers on her left hand.
Well, some people are born like that.
So she's double jointed and has 6 fingers.
I have a friend.
Like maybe that explains why she couldn't sew her collar.
No, I had a friend from dance. She was born with 6 fingers, but
Yeah,
they
but not
were-
not a finger like, not 6 fingers that are all finger length. Many
No,
people have an extra finger, but it's usually like a small like one joint.
Yeah, it
finger.
was an extra thumb here.
Yeah, exactly. That's
they
that's pretty normal. but
Removed
not-
it when she
yeah,
was a
yeah,
child.
Exactly.
But her parents were proud of the way she was made, and they left her the way she was.
Sure.
You
Great.
don't need to conform to society standards.
Yep. Yep.
Here we
This
are.
is also a bit weird. This thing.
What is this thing?
Like who knows? But it's a bit weird. But that's not the only one in this series, because this is the same dress.
She got changed.
She got changed. She also changed her lips.
And she... Oh yeah. She had Botox in between. Okay.
Yeah.
And she made her color much better. So
Yeah.
that I
it's
like.
true.
There's a hand in the background.
Yeah, it's super creepy. Isn't it? It's so creepy. It's like melting into the background. It's so gross.
It looks like they were meant to bring the accessory and they were like, oh shit, they're shooting it.
It's so disgusting. I saw it and I was like, I have to show Noémie. Like, anyway, still a cute pinafore.
Is her hand fixed now?
Yeah, she only has 5 fingers, but like one of them, if you see like here, it's kind of like split in 2 in the thing. And like there's weird joints here. Like it's bumpy in a funny way. But you'd have to really zoom in to see that.
But Fran,
The main thing is the hand.
We're buying a sewing patterns. Why are you looking at her hands? The sewing pattern looks great.
Looking at this hand, not her hand. It's so creepy.
I am tempted to sew this one. It looks really good.
Okay.
And
if you
you
want
can-
Noémie to sew it, let her know.
And on the...
I can be the hand. in the
yeah,
background.
exactly. On the photo shoot, you can put the hand in the background.
This one, what do you see?
I like it.
Uh-huh.
I do like a bit of ombre. I don't think it's ombre. I think it's just a shadow, but I like it. Her fingers look very thick. And either she's missing one or it's like hidden behind
I think she's
something.
missing one. She only has 3 fingers and a thumb.
Oh.
Yeah.
But see,
But like in the real world, this will be like wonderful diversity models, like disability inclusion, or like body difference inclusion.
I
Like
think AI wants to encourage us to see beauty in everyone.
sure.
And you know, people with finger deformity, they're often painted as witch in stories. So I think this
That's
is
true.
to counter that
Yeah. Sure.
specifically. I think
I'm
it's
sure.
AI's objective.
And also, if you look at the background, these chairs looks like it's shredding into the air. Like it's so weird.
It doesn't look like you could sit on it and not fall through.
No, everything looks shaggy.
Phoning. Beep. Non. Yes. Et then tu me donnes le temps de voir. Je fais, ça marche. Ok.
So we're continuing on the limb differences, but like
Yeah.
hand and foot differences mostly.
Okay.
This one's pretty subtle, I would say.
Yeah. She looks great.
Does she?
Yeah.
Nothing to say about her feet?
No?
Is that how your feet look like when you wear shoes? Do your toes disappear?
I mean,
It's like, this one looks fine.
it's
kind
just
of.
not
But like, look at the toes.
Yeah, the big. I mean, she
Like
has
a little weird.
a
But like
thicker-
this one, it's a different shoe. It looks like it's like an espadrille and like a thong type of thing, and it merged the two.
What I find interesting in that it looks like their AI. You know when like you're drawing, and at some point you're just like, I can't anymore, and so they're just like,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like no choice has been made. It's not like. But like that's maybe why I don't see it as well, because it's kind of like a bit more blurry. They're like, yeah, we're just going to pretend there's
Yeah,
nothing there.
yeah, it fades in and out.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that.
But if you cut her feet, I think she looks nice.
Yeah, this one is pretty. I mean, like her eyes are kind of normal. Well, one is tiny bit wider than the other.
Oh yeah, but I think my eyes are also not matching. You know, don't want to say too much on the AI model because
yeah. Perfect hair though. AI models have perfect hair always.
lucky
Really
them.
nice. What about this one?
Well, she has a very small and cute hand. It's very
Cute.
dainty.
It's very dainty.
It's less cute when you zoom on it. It's a child's hand on an adult body. It's Benjamin Button.
It's true. It's Benjamin Button of hands.
Yeah.
And her toes are also like dodgy.
Those are... Okay, they have made a little issue with the... I don't know. Are they sewn at the same level? The cuffs?
One looks slightly longer, but yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, not even longer, but like, yeah, that it's has been sewn a bit higher. But maybe they made a small mistake while sewing it. That happens. For me here, I would feel like there's AI because she looks so plasticky.
And nothing else?
Yeah, I see the obvious, but also this one you had shown it to me. But what I want to say is that if you struggle to see AI, maybe seeing people looking like a sim.
Yeah, this one looks super fake.
I find that this helps for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so her fingers are very... Well, I think she's been made out of Play-Doh.
You know in Harry Potter where he has the Lockhart makes him remove his bones? It's like a little bit like that's happened with her hands.
Yeah.
And so they're just like...
I kind of would want to see a video of this one, but I think I would not sleep afterwards.
This is the same site, and it also again looks super fake the way you say.
It's so... Like, it's such a shame that she has an issue with her eyes because she looks so pretty otherwise.
Yeah. But it's also like the background of this one is so fake, like
so pretty. Looks
but
so
it
dreamy.
looks like it's AI generated.
Yeah.
So this one, I think there's no doubt. She looks like she's painted.
Oh dear, I think she got in a car accident when she was young because she's clearly healed from it. But so she has issues on her leg.
Yeah,
but like
she also has 3 legs. Why is there a leg here next to that leg? Because that is definitely her left leg, and then there's a third leg next to it.
That's more than a car accident.
But maybe reconstructive surgery went wrong.
But there I have to question. They have put this online.
Yeah.
Someone has willingly put this online.
And like the weird thing, this one as well.
And it doesn't match with the pattern, like with the dress next to it.
No. But they have this next to it, everything.
I'm sorry, I have to say, but the neckline doesn't match. The collar doesn't match, but that you could, you know, forget.
But there's no lining of the skirt.
There's a lining on the skirt that's not there.
Yeah.
The slit is not as high. I mean, nothing's right on this.
It's super
The
weird.
lace is not the same lace.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I feel like this is, you know, when people buy stuff on AliExpress and this is the photo you have.
That's but that's exactly what this is. Like it's the drop shipping of the pattern sewing world, the sewing pattern world. Anyway. I think we're coming to the end, so these are the best ones that are coming.
I think her boyfriend is just behind her and
like, hello, this is a tree.
Because she's quite well done, except for that it's such a shame. Like, I feel like, you know, it's a shame that they have put this online because they could just have...
This hand is weird. This hand has like... There's like multiple hands there.
Okay, sure, but yeah, there's the boyfriend behind her. But like if you had removed that arm...
Yeah.
And is that an ear?
I think it's another human part that made it into the tree. Like it's something weird.
Be one with nature.
Yeah.
Is that also a sewing pattern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soon sew a long swimsuit video. Not that one, but I'm actually, you know, sewing a longer swimsuit on my channel soon. If you want to sew your first swimsuit and not have extra hands coming out of you, or with extra hands if you want it.
Yep. And then this one, I already showed you this one, but it's amazing. I mean,
what I find amazing is that you don't see straight away. I mean, I'm curious to know if you guys saw straight away or not. I love how the bonus section is going to be just as long as the video. Doesn't matter. Tell me how quickly you saw this, but basically the sculpture behind. I mean, I would say the sculpture has how do you say it? The guy who sculpted the sculptor has a lot of talent. Because this is so realistic.
It's also her. So this is her house and she's got the sculpture made.
Oh, but I also want a torso of myself in my house. The only thing that is problematic, so the fact that the person who sculpted is very talented, that's fine. But the photo can't be at the same time blurry in the background and not.
And clear, yeah.
And here it is. So that's something I kind of find suspicious.
Yeah.
But really nice dress.
It is a nice dress. I think that's all I have for you.
Lovely. Thank you so much for this bonus section.
You're welcome.
I'm sure people were happy to see you again on the channel if that's the fun you're bringing. I'm going to make the most of have you over on the channel to address 2 things very quickly. First, I have a new wedding ring that I got for Christmas And you also have a wedding ring. I'll do a close-up actually to show, but the long story short is that I lost my wedding ring a year and a half after we got married. We've now been married for 5 years. And we also moved house in between, and we were kind of hoping that in the move my ring would reappear, which is it hadn't. So we're like, well, just after buying a house was not the moment to buy a ring, but now that we've been here for a while, you bought me a new ring. And I'll show them up close, but basically you have the original ring that's beautiful and that has been made by one of my friends who's a jeweler. And basically I can't go through the stress of losing a ring again. So this is a very cheap ring that you got secondhand that I'm allowed to lose.
Yeah.
But that still echoes my original ring.
Yeah.
So because Lily has already spotted it, even though I
Right.
hadn't mentioned it, so I thought I would officially mention it so people know that now I'm married again.
Yeah.
And I guess I was
Because before it was not official.
yeah.
So now
I was married
really
for a
official.
while, and I was like, I'll take a break, and
Yeah.
now I'm married again. And the last thing I wanted to address, I'm kind of like, I have the whole list, but you're not often on the channel, so I have to make the most of you having accepted to be here and not let you go until everything has been addressed.
Yeah.
But I had a viewer in the last video you were in who asked if you see any big differences within the fashion in Belgium and Australia. And you said you didn't have much to say about this, but let us know.
Well, I've been in Belgium for almost 11 years, so it's hard to say because obviously it's been a while since I lived in Australia.
And you're Belgian now as
And
well.
I'm also Belgian now. But I think in terms of trends, I think it's roughly the same because it's all online now anyway. So like, for example, the Uniqlo bags, which if you want to sew, I have a beautiful tutorial on this channel.
Oh, you're great.
But the Uniqlo bags, I know they're a thing in Australia. I know they're a thing here in Europe. Like it's a thing because Uniqlo is everywhere. Like, you know, all these brands that are everywhere and the internet trends. But I think the main difference that I spot is like in summer, people in Australia tend to wear like less clothing in general. Like, and I don't know whether it's because in Belgium not traditionally, but like in the past, it was not as hot during summer. But so people just dress like it'll be 30 degrees plus and people are wearing jeans and sneakers and like a t-shirt, but like it's 30 degrees, like take your jeans off, wear a dress, you know, like wear something else. Like you don't need to take a jacket if it's that hot. You don't need to have like all this stuff.
I feel like in Belgium, people do not look at the weather and they dress accordingly to the weather of the day before. And because the weather, no, it's true. And like, because the weather can change quite strongly from day to day. You see people who are wearing a lot of clothes and it's like, it was hot yesterday, but, or like, you know, you see what I mean? Like it's...
But I think there's also people who are like, well, no, I wear my summer dresses and my summer clothes or shorts even on the weekend or whatever in Greece when I go on summer holidays. I don't wear them in Belgium. It's like, you can, because it's hot now, you know, climate change, it happens.
But is it also because you guys have more beaches and that we don't have
but like, I mean, probably partly it's cultural, but like, I mean, I didn't grow up near a beach and people would wear...
Yeah, but you're Australian, so you're all like surfers. No? Isn't that how it works?
I mean,
like...
in the outback, they still wear, you know, clothes that are not jeans
fine.
during summer necessarily.
Yeah, but like outside of wearing fewer layers, I also find that women wear much shorter skirts and dresses in Australia, like than in Belgium. And I was like, I think it's just like you would get looks or not feel comfortable in the street wearing that in Belgium.
Yeah, that's true.
Compared to Australia.
Yeah.
Where you can be in your short things. And that's not the weather because they also wear really short things in the UK.
Yeah.
And it's cold over there as well. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and one other point that is different is that to go out in Australia, you'd wear, like to go out to a bar or a club or whatever, you'd wear like very fancy clothes. Not like incredibly fancy, but like to go out to a club, you'd wear like a short skirt or a short dress often and this sort of thing. And like in Belgium, you would wear jeans and like a t-shirt and that would still be fine. Not for super fancy clubs, but like to go out to a party, you don't necessarily dress up in the same way as in Australia.
Except if your jeans are dressing up because you're not in your sweatpants.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot more just like going out in casual clothes rather than dressing up and putting on lots of makeup and stuff. So
okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
This was interesting. That's all.
Okay, I think I have no other points to address with you. And the second part of the video is like literally I should actually re-put a little Milo clip to
Probably.
re-end the video
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the
it's so long.
last one was half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for one. Like I've already said officially in the video, but you went there, so I'll re-say it now. But thank you for researching and making all of the notes for this video.
You're welcome.
It was very helpful, as everyone now can tell that I could not have made this on my own. I would just have been like, they were great.
Yeah.
Everything on it is perfect. So thank you so much. And thank you for you guys if you're still around. I'm not sure if anyone's still here, but if you're still around, thank you so much. And don't forget that you can make anything. And
better than AI.
And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.